Hey guys, this is Diesel from Imagine Your Goddess, bringing you another deck profile. This is my personal build of an Ancient Dragon Tyranno Legend deck. This is not the Dark Rex build that you will see with Ursus, which is much more consistent, I think. I just built this for fun to kind of show off the power of Ancient Dragons. If you guys enjoy it, let me know. So we start off the deck in a similar fashion with Ancient Dragon Baby Rex. It's a Forerunner, and it has a Counterblast 1 when it goes to the drop zone from the rear guard. You can search your deck for a Tyranno Legend and put it onto the field. Very, very helpful in getting extra attacks off. Okay, we'll move into the triggers. I run 4 copies of the Ancient Dragon Heal trigger. Well, why not? Then I run 4 crits that are Ancient Dragon and 2 crits that are not. Total 6 crits, all the Ancient Dragon ones I can. Then I also run 4 copies of the Ancient Dragon Draw trigger and 2 copies that are not. Altogether, 6 crit, 6 draw, and a total of 12 Ancient Dragon triggers. Now you want Ancient Dragon triggers in there because Tyranno Legend is special counterblast. But I've always found Tachikaze to be a little draw necessary. I don't know, I guess. I know that Spino Driver adds a lot of hand advantage, but I do like to have draws going. So this is the build I've decided on. By all means, if you think differently, build differently. Let's move into grade 1s. First grade 1 I run is 2 copies of Gatling Garrow. Gatling Garrow is a 7k that you can kill an Ancient Dragon when he attacks and make him a 12k instead. This is a really good card to work in combo with your starter and a lot of the other cards in the deck. I run 4 copies of the 10k attacker for Ancient Dragons. Every important card in the deck is an Ancient Dragon. There's no reason not to run 10k attackers. The next one I run is Imagineyourgoddess. Imagineyourgoddess is a unit that when it goes from the rear guard to the drop zone, if you have an Ancient Dragon Vanguard, you can Counterblast 1 and call it to rear. A lot of people forget that it's only when you have an Ancient Dragon Vanguard. So if your opponent uses Dark Rex and then they try to bring back their Imagineyourgoddess, they're not doing it right. Don't let them. Then finally I run 4 copies of the Ancient Dragon Perfect Shield, Paraswal. I really like Paraswal. One of the cool things about it is if you look at Paraswal next to the other Tachikaze Perfect Shield, Archbird, they are in the same positioning across the art. It's kind of cool to look at, just something that I noticed. I'm also not going to tell you why I run 4 Perfect Shields. We're done with that. We're done. Okay, into grade 2s, I run 3 copies of Dino Crowd. Dino Crowd is a lot like the 7k I showed you earlier. It's a 9k that becomes a 14k when it attacks if I kill a Tachikaze. Again, works very well with combos. Then I run 4 copies of the 12k attacker when you have an Ancient Dragon Vanguard. All my grade 3 Vanguards are Ancient Dragon, so there's no reason not to run these. Then I run 4 copies of the 10k Vanilla. This is pretty useful. I like having a 10k Vanguard to ride to. Some people would run more Dino Crowd. That's not me. Okay, and then we'll go into the grade 3s. I have 4 copies of Ancient Dragon Spino Driver. This is the break ride for Tachikazes. What it does is when you ride on top of it, you can kill 2 Tachikaze rear guards. Then you draw 2 cards, and it gives your Vanguard plus 10,000 and an additional crit. The additional crit is the big part of this deck because you are going ahead and forcing crit down your opponent's throat. Plus, the extra hand advantage it generates allows you to guard more often. Okay? Also, if the number of rear guards you have is more than your opponent's, it is a 13k attacker when it goes. That was the trade-off, I'm guessing, for the additional crit. I hope that they did that with all break rides, but I haven't checked every break ride, so that's what I think. Finally, I run 4 copies of Ancient Dragon Tyranno Legend. Ancient Dragon Tyranno Legend lets you kill 3 rear guards when you attack at limit break. And if you do that, he gains plus 10,000 and an additional crit. Okay? That ability, in conjunction with Spino Driver, means that you're blowing up a good portion of your field. You're going to lose 3 cards on field by the time you're done on that. However, being able to swing with a base 31 triple crit is amazing. It puts so much pressure on your opponent. And if you're the kind of player who pays attention to what your opponent drives, you can be careful to make sure that you don't do it when they have a perfect guard, or at least when they're not likely to have a perfect guard. Okay? It also has an activate ability that you can special counterblast 2 Ancient Dragons to get plus 5,000 till end of turn. Even more power on your Vanguard. Now, the reason I run it this way instead of Dark Rex is I like the notion that I don't have to worry about riding a Spino Driver with a Dark Rex and losing all of my rearguard effects. I also like the thought that I can ride without riding Spino Driver and still be able to get a plus 10 and a plus 1 crit. I really, really like Terrano Legend. A lot of people talk bad on him, but so far his pressure has been just as strong as Dark Rex in games that I've played. Of course, I'd like to hear your opinions on it, so make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure that you tell me what you would make differently. I would love to hear your comments. Talk to you soon.